Well, top of the hour, let's start with a big breaking update that's coming in. More than 2 weeks after assassination of Ali Khamenei, another top Iranian leader has now been killed. Iran has now confirmed the death of its national security chief, Ali Larijani, killed in the suspected Israeli strike. He was a top official, a key strategist, a crisis manager, and after Khamenei's death, one of the most influential faces of the regime. The announcement was first made by Israeli Prime Minister yesterday, who called his killing a part of the effort to give Iranians a way to overthrow their government. Larijani was last seen publicly last Friday attending a rally in support of the Palestinian in Iran, along with the Iranian president. He has been a key political figure in the Iranian hierarchy for years, at one time leading the nation's nuclear negotiations as well with the West countries. And previously, he was also the speaker of the Iranian parliament. He has now been killed by the airstrikes by Israel. So that's the latest we're getting as far as the killing of Ali Larijani is concerned. Another top Iranian leader has been killed. And just a while back, Iran has now confirmed the death of the national security chief, Ali Larijani, killed in the suspected Israeli strike. He was a top official, a key strategist, a crisis manager. And after Ali Khamenei, remember, who was killed and assassinated just 2 weeks back, he was one of the most influential faces of the regime. The announcement was made yesterday by the Israeli Prime Minister. After that, there was no confirmation from Iran, but just a while back, a confirmation has now come in from Iran that indeed their national security chief has been killed in strikes. So that's the latest as far as the conflict in West Asia is concerned. Today is day 19th of the war. The bombing continues, but now on the focus are the killing of the top Iranian leaders. In the last 2 weeks, several of the top leadership as far as Iran is concerned has been assassinated by Israel and the US. And in the latest, we are learning that more than 2 weeks after assassination of Ali Khamenei, Iran's Supreme Leader, now another Iranian leader has been killed. His name is Ali Larijani, and a confirmation has come in from Iran that he has been killed in the suspected Israeli strike. He was the top official, a key strategist, and in fact, after Ali Khamenei, one of the most influential faces of the regime. As we told you, the announcement was made by Israeli Prime Minister yesterday, but as far as Ali Larijani is concerned, he was last seen last Friday attending a rally in support of the Palestinians in Iran, along with the Iranian president. He was a key political figure in the Iranian hierarchy for years. At one time, he was also leading the nation's nuclear negotiation and was also the speaker of the Iranian parliament as well. The man that you can see on the screen, his name is Ali Larijani. He has been killed. For more on that, let me go across to consulting editor Srinjoy Chaudhary. Good morning, Srinjoy. Another top Iranian leader has been killed. After Khamenei, Larijani was one of the most influential faces of the regime in Iran. He has been killed. Tell us more about who he was.
Ali Larijani was one of the most influential leaders in Iran till he was assassinated, till he was killed. Now, the important question is, how is it that Iran is not being able to safeguard its top leadership? You can understand Ali Khamenei. That was on the first day of the war. You can argue that he was taken by surprise because this was the beginning of the war. He was outside. But keeping in mind what happened to the Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei, there should have been sufficient precautions. Now, clearly these precautions were not taken, or something went wrong, which led to Ali Larijani being killed in that fighting. Now, the first thing is, there appears to be intelligence on the ground. The Israeli and Americans appear to have someone human on the ground who is able to direct the Israelis and the Americans to the top leadership. Now, human plus tech-in together is literally and metaphorically a very deadly combination. And we see that with Ali Khamenei, we see that with Larijani. The point is that clearly there is human on the ground. And if there is human, telling the other side that, look here, Larijani will be in this place at this time. That is gold dust for the other side. That is actual real-time intelligence. Now, if the other side has real-time intelligence about your top leadership, it speaks about deficiencies in security, and it speaks about the presence of a top-level mole in the Iranian system. The mole who knows exactly where the top leadership is at one time. This is not some general intelligence that, okay, Larijani may be at this place on such and such day. This is, he will be here at exactly this place at this time. Only then can such an attempt take place. And this comes after, as I said before, the death of Ali Khamenei. So tool like this is something worrying for Iran. Apart from the fact that there is a huge vacuum when it comes to leadership, it's also a worrying thing for Iran. Because the next question is, there'll be another leader, but this mole or moles, whoever they are, will be able to pinpoint their positions at a certain time, and then action can be taken.
Absolutely, because several of the Iranian leaders are on the hit list, so it remains to be seen who will be on the target next. But as far as Larijani is concerned, Iran has said that he was a martyr. In fact, his killing is a continuation of the sacrifice for the cause of the Islamic revolution. That's the statement that is coming from Iran. Stay on with us, Shrinjoy. In fact, we are getting more reaction as far as the killing of Ali Larijani is concerned. It's day 19th of the West Asia war, and the de-escalation seems to be far from the reach. While strikes and counter-strikes continue on Israeli targets are the top Iranian leaders. After the killing of Larijani, listen in to what Israeli Prime Minister has to say.
הבוקר חיסלנו את עלי לריג'אני. עלי לריג'אני זה הבוס של משמרות המהפכה, שזה חבורת הגנגסטרים שמנהלת בפועל את איראן. אנחנו חיסלנו לצידו גם את מפקד הבסיס, זה העוזרים של הגנגסטרים, שהם מפיצים טרור ברחובות טהרן וערים אחרות של איראן נגד האוכלוסייה.
And meanwhile, US President Donald Trump refrained from naming Larijani but said that a top Iranian official has been killed in the overnight strikes. Listen into what he said.
Everything is gone. Their leaders are gone. I guess one of their top person was, they say, a lot of people say their actual top was killed yesterday, along with somebody else who was responsible for the killing, the man that was responsible for the killing of 32,000 people over the last 2 weeks. He was in charge of the killing of protesters. It's an evil group. I mean, they've killed much more than 32,000 people. And the man who was responsible for that was also killed yesterday.
Well, the US and Israel have together wiped out nearly the entire leadership of the Iranian government and the security forces, starting with Ali Khamenei, who, remember, was wiped out, eliminated on the very first day when the war started. The United States and Israel have together inflicted heavy damage on Iranian military leadership and its critical infra as well, while Donald Trump has repeatedly maintained that this offensive was launched as Iran was planning to attack the United States and its president. It appears now that his own officials may not be too convinced with the theory that he has given. And as of all out, we're learning that one of his top officials, the counterterrorism chief, his name is Joe Kent, has now stepped down from the position solely because he does not support the ongoing war with Iran. He even questioned the logic behind the war itself. Here's what he has to say in the resignation letter that he has posted on social media, in which he has mentioned that he cannot support the ongoing war in Iran. Iran posed no imminent threat to the US. War started due to the pressure from Israel. Israel deployed misinformation campaign, sowed the sentiments to encourage a war, same tactic that was used to draw us, US, into Iraq war. We cannot make this mistake once again, is what he has stated in the resignation letter. And that's the resignation letter that was posted by Joe Kent on social media that led to an uproar. This question was also asked to the United States president, in fact, after which he said that, that it was okay that he resigned as he was not competent enough. And we have another breaking update coming in. As far as Iran is concerned, Iran's foreign minister has told media that as far as the killing of Ali Larijani is concerned, it's not a big setback. Insisted that Iran's political system is in a very solid structure. So that's a big statement that is coming from the foreign minister of Iran on the killing of Ali Larijani, and he has said that it will not shake the system. Coming to you, Srinjoy, once again, that's the statement that is coming from Iran. The foreign minister saying that this will not affect the structure of the political system. The political system is in a very solid structure. But this does create a sort of a vacuum as far as the structure is concerned, because after the killing of Ali Khamenei, it was only Larijani who was the most influential person there. He has now been killed.
Yes, this will create a vacuum, maybe temporary, maybe longer than temporary. But also, it must be said that the new Supreme Leader, Mujtaba Khamenei, the son of the earlier Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei, has not been seen in public as well. So perhaps he has to step up and take over more of the responsibilities. In any case, he is the Supreme Leader, so everything rests with him, and also with the President, Pezeshkian. But the whole point is that a lot of the operations, the war, was being masterminded by Ali Larijani. So his absence will create some kind of impact. Of course, the foreign minister is right, the system will remain in place. But regardless of the system remaining in place, the death of Larijani will create a bit of a leadership vacuum, because the decisions will have to be taken. So someone new will have to take the decisions. Of course, you have to decide then who will be the next leader, who will take over from Larijani. And then again, his safety is also an issue. If you have a mole on the ground, if you have a mole, an Iranian mole, close to the administration, who is directing the strikes, if that is so, and I repeat, if that is so, then there is serious reason to be concerned. There is technical intelligence coming in, of course, satellites, other things, cyber, and all that. But if there is human, particularly, it is a matter of serious concern for the Iranians.
Absolutely. So the key Iranian leader has been killed. Stay on with us, Srinjoy. We have another breaking